Chosen ones, chosen ones, chosen ones, chosen ones, chosen ones. Welcome back to your Sleeping Giant channel. This is your host, your Sleeping Giant. Let's wake up. Let's be great. Let's eradicate the hate. Learn how to congratulate. Stop killing one another and try to start loving one another and supporting one another. And stop always talking about somebody hating on y'all because ain't nobody thinking about y'all, including my goddamn self. What I'm learning, when you dealing with haters and jealous people, that's when you master the craft, you master the art of yourself. You master the craft of yourself. That's when you have to offset all that hate and all that jealousy by really, really, really disciplining yourself and like becoming great. Whatever the fuck you trying to do, you gotta get serious about that shit. If you trying to motherfucking get you a bag, you gotta get serious about that shit. And realize that the hater could be living with you. The hater does not want to see you get disciplined like that. They want to still see you drunk. They want to still see you high. They want to still see you fucked up. They don't want to see you get in shape. Them motherfuckers don't want to see you get in shape. And you got to use them motherfuckers for motivation, man. They be so jealous, man. And when a motherfucker got a stronghold on you, especially a hating ass bitch that you might be living with, you gotta realize that that person does not really want to see you advance in life. And it's sad too, man, because you could have a baby by that motherfucker. You could have, y'all could be living together. You could be doing for this motherfucker everything that you possibly could, any motherfucking woman could want a man to do, damn near. And that motherfucker be so rotten with that nigga jealousy up in them that they still don't even want to see you be great. How you know that, Sleeping Giant? Because them motherfuckers they gonna always be having slick shit to say. They ain't gonna never really have nothing complimentary to say. You could get ripped the fuck up and them motherfuckers are still, you could change your whole motherfucking diet and be in the motherfucking house and transform your body in 6 months, have your motherfucking stomach gone, have everything looking right and tight. And that motherfucker would be so jealous and have some old goddamn fuck ass nigga shit to say still, even when you got a motherfucking ripped up body. You done disciplined yourself, done stopped drinking and got right. Stomach flat, chest poking out, arms about big, looking good in the motherfucker. That motherfucker still has something slick to say. Now watch this right here. This is the sad part about it though. This is how I know black women really got a goddamn mental problem. Not all, but some. This same motherfucker, man, that's sucking your dick, playing in your ass, getting nasty with you, and that motherfucker still low-key don't want to see you win. I know an older woman just like it. 50 years old, go on vacation with her mama, don't got no kids, don't got no man. That bitch will get nasty, eat your ass, suck your dick, your balls, get you all the way straight. But that motherfucker don't want to see you win in life. That motherfucker don't want to see you with that PhD. That motherfucker don't want to see you with no good ass job like that. That's how I know it's really something wrong with black people. But back to the topic at hand. And you gotta stay sober too. When you living and dealing with a hater, you gotta stay sober. Because the more you get drunk, the more you get high, the more that motherfucker gonna be right there happy that you were in the same state and not progressing, not transforming. Same thing with your homies. They'll be sitting there looking at your IG page. They won't hit the like button. And pay attention to them too. You'll have you some friends sometimes in life, man. You know, social media done got motherfuckers smart than a motherfucker, right? So you can have you a motherfucking friend. He done turned into like a philosopher and shit. Damn, them black people own that house. Good God almighty. You can have you a friend that's giving you good advice. Now this is how you gotta know when you dealing with a motherfucking snake and you dealing with a motherfucker that's not your friend. And they pretending to be your friend, but they really want to see you lose in life. They could be giving you all the good advice that they think they giving you. All the support or whatever you want to call it. Now deep down inside, you know it's some fuckery in there somewhere, right? But during that conversation, when they think they got so much power over you, and sometimes these can be people that you got way more than, but because they look at you a certain way, you can have way more education than these motherfuckers. You can have way more assets and money than these motherfuckers. But because you grew up with them and they look at you a certain way, they still don't realize that they the ones that's beneath you. They beneath you. Because you the chosen one. Now watch this right here. Now you know you dealing with a dangerous motherfucker, right? So you just listening. You know you dealing with a hater. If you a chosen one, you know you dealing with a hater. But this hater think they got one up on you in life. They think they smarter than you for some reason. But you got more education than them motherfuckers. You got more money than them motherfuckers. You got more assets than them motherfuckers. You got a better job than them motherfuckers. But they talking to you like they the superior one, right? Now watch this right here. This is how you know you're dealing with a stone cold hater that you gotta leave alone. If you smart during this conversation you having with them, you're just replying in ways that you know that's not gonna start an argument. Cause remember now, Neely Fuller Jr. told you, you really ain't supposed to be on the phone talking to nobody, period. Unless it's a bitch. He ain't say it that way, but that's what I'm telling you. All that homie talking on the phone and all that shit gonna start turning into like arguments and bickering matches. And Neely Fuller Jr. already told us that. And we already too old for that anyway, right? But sometimes you might want to talk to one of your homies because you might be going through a hard time. And you falling back on these friends that you think your friends, but every time you fall back on them, you start finding out they're not your friends, right? Especially when you're going through them stressful moments. We got to learn how to stay to ourselves when we're going through some of the hardest times in life. That's when you got to start going to that church. That's when you got to start calling them old mentors or call them motherfuckers that you know that's really your friend. Don't call them motherfuckers that you know that's jealous of you. And they been jealous of you since you was a kid. You want to know why? Because you was the chosen one. But this when you know you dealing with a motherfucking stone cold hater. And a motherfucker that want to see you dead. During that conversation now, you smart enough to know like, okay, this a hater. He giving me all the advice in the world. I know I got more than him, but I'm going to listen to him. And you replying in a certain kind of way where like, you replying in a certain kind of way where you basically keeping the conversation cool. Now, throughout that conversation and when you keeping it cool, you might let that person know what you got going on. Now, they're giving you all the advice in the world and you giving them respect. Like, yeah, that's what's up, man. Damn, you right about that. I ain't even look at it like that. Woody, woody, woo. So now, throughout that conversation, you don't let this person know like, hey, look, this is what I got going on. It could be a new job. It could be something positive. Now, you've been supporting what they saying, but when you let that person know the new information, what you got going on in your life, some positive shit, either it being some investments, a new relationship, a new girlfriend, they ain't got nothing to say about that. They still preaching. That's when you know you're dealing with a stone cold motherfucking hater.